With the new release of Nintendo 64 games on Nintendo Switch, some don't control the best. But don't worry, we're going to revamp these controls and make them more modernized. Now, some could argue that these games were meant to be played this way or with the Nintendo 64 controller, but it's 2021 and some of these games haven't really aged the best control-wise. So, let's fix that. Since there's no way to change your controls in the Nintendo 64 emulator, we're going to have to do it outside using the Switch itself. So, on your Nintendo Switch, go down to your gear icon and click on the settings. In your system settings, scroll down to controllers and sensors, and then from there, click on change button mapping. Let's start with the left Joy-Con first. Now, you want to change ZR to R. This will be your aim. This way of aiming is more traditional. So now, let's move on to the right Joy-Con, where most of the changes happen. I'll go over these with you, but feel free to pause the video and copy these down. Make ZR A. This is the shoot button. And then make R ZR. This is the modifier, so you can easily use the C buttons if you want to. But you won't really need to, trust me. I mean, the only uses I could see you using the modifier for would be pressing A, which is the button to change your guns. That's about it though, you won't really need this. That being said though, you're gonna wanna make X, Y, and then A, X. These don't really serve a big purpose, so don't worry about them too much. All X will do here is just turn your camera to the left, but you won't really need that. As for A, it's the capture button in the game. The big changes here come from the last two. B is to crouch, it's also how you stealth around in the game. If you mix B and then A, which is the right trigger, ZR, you'll roll. And lastly, Y is for reloading. It's what every standard shooter sets that button to. Finally, save preset and name it to Winback. And there you have it. Those are modern controls for Winback, which makes the game way more enjoyable than it did before with the default button scheme. You can also use the right stick to look around. If you found this control scheme more helpful, please leave a like. And one last thing, make sure you save state before leaving the game, because apparently this game doesn't save on its own. So just hit the minus button, scroll down to save state, and then press the right trigger, which you set to A. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have yourself a good one.